Hey, my beautiful people. I just came back just to chat with y'all. When I say God has been working for me in so many ways, and it's least expected to my knowledge, but I can't even say it's least expected because I be expecting it. But I've learned when I take my mind off of the things that is not mine to control or worry about, things turn out better than I expected. Today I had a little episode where I was tested to see how I would respond, and I've been paying attention a lot to how I've been responding in the past and how I'm responding now. So now when I be responding, I be slaying them demons, and now that I be really tapped in and paying attention, like, it's easier for me to acknowledge when I'm being tested. Not all tests are bad. Not all tests are going to be good. But when you stay down, keep your head down, and pay attention to your own journey and tend to your business, you learn what it is and what it ain't. But today I was tested. I had a little minor situation. We was in Walmart, me and my sister and my niece, and the cashier basically was having a rough day or a rough time or whatever. But the energy, how it goes, it was a lot of things throughout the day that was just trying to squeeze in and turn the day something. Look, things like that. But it's not over. It's things like that. We rebuke you, Satan, in the name of Jesus. But yes, so the lady in Walmart, she was very, very upset. And it says now in the self-checkout, you have to have 15 items or less. So we get there, me and my sister, we have our things in the same cart. Mind you, not really paying attention. Just as you shop, you just throwing things in a cart. You go there to the store for about 3 things and you come out with 30. Hello. Like, but she was being very nasty, very rude. Like, I can already tell from her energy and the way she was giving off her energy. It was nasty. So I was already, as soon as I got I felt it. I'm like, Jesus, God, I need you to give me strength. Keep me grounded. And little behold, here goes the test. And I'm being tested. So the lady is like, yeah, I can't have more than 15 items over here. So we're like, okay, like, nothing rude, nothing crazy. We're not trying to make nobody's job harder, not trying to make nothing more difficult. Understandable, respect. Cool. So I'm like, all right, we're just gonna split carts. She's like, you can't have more than 15 items. Not for nothing, but respectfully, if you're self-checkout, whatever the case may be, you just enforce your duty, and then whatever happens after that, you did your part. You cannot make or nobody do anything. Like, the way she handled the situation was just nasty. We basically split carts. I went to my own register, she went to her own register, and we started cashing out. I had probably 3 items over 15, and she voided my last item and was like, oh, it's over 15, so I'm gonna take that off, and you're gonna have to pay for the stuff that you scanned here, and then the rest of the stuff you're gonna have to take over there. So I'm like that makes no sense, but I'm not going back and forth with her. I'm not doing any of this such. So I just continued to cash out, and then I went to proceed to pay for the last couple things that I had. She watching me and my sister so hard. Like, we're black, around the area, people still, they do a lot of things, but I just find it, don't judge everyone by what is happening. And like, I can't really get into all that right now, but don't judge everybody, by something happening with one thing, and then you're labeling everybody. Like, it's not okay. But watching so hard, mind you, I'm scanning all my stuff, and then I paid, and she's the devil, not her. It's not her. I'm being tested. The spirits, they work through people, places, things, and I understand this. So when you understand, you see beyond the physical realm. So basically she goes to stop the register. Mind you, it's only like probably 2 or 3 items, literally. She's like, you got to take that to a register. But it like why make it? It's empty in Walmart. It's empty in there. It's empty in there. Mind you, Walmart's about to close. It's empty. Why make it harder for someone? And it's not that serious. And she's rolling her neck. She's doing all of this, and she's doing. I come from just putting my hands on you, and I had to grow in that way to where it's like body language, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. It's not what you do, it's how you do. All of that counts up into the response that you are going to be given, or how somebody is going to give you feedback. So again, I came a long way. I had a situation prior where I kind of lost my cool, and I had put my hands on somebody, and I felt really bad because I was doing the work for a long time to like, this is not who I am. Like, I don't gotta be like this. Like, I'm a light on my feet. I'm a loving, full-hearted person. So I'm like, I'm not gonna let somebody change me, or the circumstances or the situations and things of what I go through to define what's happening now in my life. So back to the story, she shuts down the computer, like my kiosk. She shuts it down. So I'm like, again, I'm feeling it already in my eyes. I can feel the energy. I'm feeling a little moved. I'm feeling like, you want to say something in here, but my mind is so strong. It's telling me, you being tested, Sade. That girl going through something that ain't got nothing to do with you. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on or what's the problem, but it's not that serious. She's like, oh, I'm just doing my job. I'm just doing my job. And that's understandable. And I mean, nobody should have to bend or break the rules for me or anybody. But if you enforce your rules, and then whatever happens after that, let that person deal with whatever is going to come after that. So she proceeds to roll her neck and do all of this. And I'm like, you know what? God bless you. Oh, God bless you too. When I go to church on Sunday, I'm really blessed. I'm not getting into all that. That's fine. And I'm not saying it to be funny like God bless you. I'm just really saying, I know what's happening here. And my God is mighty. My God is undeniable. So I'm like, whatever. Her boss comes over, and she was watching me so hard that she wasn't really watching me as she should have been. She's like, oh, I don't know what's going on. They got all of this stuff mixed up. Some of that stuff is not even scanned. But little do you know it is. A man walked over, and I'm like, here you go, my receipt. Mind you, a regular cashier walks over. 2 people, a lady and a man, walks over, and every time, anywhere I go, it's just people there. But I'm asking her, like, you sure? I didn't pay for all my stuff. You sure about that? So before I go head to the register, I'm like, because I know everything that I did, and I know up until I liked slaying demons. I love doing this because I know I walk with God, and victory is the Lord's. So God is always going to use me. But you going to pay for how you treat people that didn't need to be treated in such a nasty, distasteful way. She's like, oh, all that stuff's not paid for. So the man walks over, and I'm like, does that not say what she's stating that wasn't paid for? She said I didn't pay for a 16 case of water. Like, where am I putting a 16 pack a case of water? Or like, what am I doing with that? He's like, oh, it's right there. Oh, okay. So only thing I did was turn around and say, can I have an apology? She's looking at me in denial, but this is how I know where she's at with it. As a grown woman, I'm telling her, before it even went up to, I said, I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not getting loud with you. I'm not doing anything to make you feel unease, unsafe, or belittled or less than. I don't like the way you're talking to me. Oh, everything I'm saying. She's like, yep, okay. That's it. Only a fool won't sit there and argue with a fool. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna happen. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just take my stuff over there to register. And because you can't say sorry, you gonna sleep on that. Because not for nothing, but taking accountability, what's so hard about that? If I was wrong, hey, I apologize. I was wrong. And everybody and not even in the line, but it was 2 other people. It's empty, but it's 2 other people. The lady's looking at me like, no, you're 100% right. Mind you, I'm not, you know, getting nobody in the business. I don't want to make nobody feel singled out or feel like, but you gonna try to say I'm in here stealing, and when the facts is proven, I can't even get a thank you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You gonna pay for that, but I'm not gonna be the one to make you pay. So, and still, I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna wish you well. And she walked off. They're like, oh, somebody needs you. She's like, oh, I gotta go tend to somebody who needs me. But it's like, girl, you ain't doing nothing to hurt me. You ain't doing you more hurt than you think I could ever be. Because you're trying to hurt someone who you yet to know or have any acknowledgement of before this moment. Why are you trying to hurt me? But it wasn't her. I know it was the one who rolls around like a roaring lion, seeking to devour. But it wasn't happening today. Victory is God's, and I'm happy to say that. No matter what you're going through, no matter what it look like, no matter what it feel like, no matter how you being treated, even if it don't seem like it in that moment, God is always watching. Always. And I say this, let's say, God is a good God. And everybody is going to reap what they sow. You make that bed, you're going to lay in it. So just make sure when you're making it, you would sleep in it. Don't make your bed out of rocks. Make your bed out of bricks. But y'all have a good night. I just wanted to tell y'all a little bit of my story. And I'll be here more talking with y'all because I be having a lot on my mind. But I won't be like in a, put so much on people. But I have a tribe out there. And I know we gonna get acquainted. So, toodles. Happy holidays.